Junkie Talk, what's good with y'all? Hey man, hey. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey man, how y'all doing? All right, so 19 Keys has came out and defended Kendrick Lamar as being a conscious rapper. And he debates Kendrick being a conscious rapper, or he doesn't debate it. We're going to watch this video together. You know what I'm saying? So look, before I get into that, Legendary Spell, this is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free, but if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me in a hidden gem and one from 1,300 subscribers, so over 16,000. Yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know where came you from. March 23rd, there will be a live on this page, Battle Rap, me versus J Dev. Make sure you check it out. Share all over social media. All right, so let's get it, man.
Bag fuel, baby.
It's like a comedian. The new comedians, they don't make you think, they just make you laugh, right? The old comedians, they followed the rules of the jester. The jester was the one who could say anything in the kingdom, right, without being beheaded. But they would also utilize it to say some deep truths about reality. The new...
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Some of these new comedians do say a lot that make you think. They don't just, some of them don't just say anything to make you laugh. Nah. It's a bunch of them that says things that it's not just airhead stuff. Dave Chappelle. I mean, if you want to consider him a new comedian, we talking about the new comedians as in like after Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, and all these people. But yeah, even Cat Williams. I mean, Cat Williams, another one. Even what's the name? What's the name? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart says things that it's not necessarily always just to make you laugh. But I know that's not what we here for.
Age comedians don't speak no truths.
They
They
come
just
on
make you
social
laugh.
media. It's like the music. Everything is microwave now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
but a lot of it is scrutinized because of the whole, they're afraid of the cancel culture.
No,
They're
but
afraid of that.
look
They
at Cat
afraid of that.
Williams. When he stopped being afraid of it, what happened? He became the biggest comedian in the world. You know what I'm saying? Look at Dave Chappelle. You stop being afraid of it, he the hottest right now. It's funny we say that, but when you look at, like, we'll say, like, conscious rap don't sell or niggas, but then you look at a J. Cole, then you look at a Kendrick Lamar,
I knew he was
then
gonna
you
say
look at
Kendrick.
the top comedians, you get a Cat Williams, you get a Dave Chappelle, like, these things do sell. We just
Can you still-
take those blueprints like they outliers.
Can you still put Kendrick in the conscious category now?
I don't even like,
Because he
Why is this even a question? Why is this even a question? All his music is conscious music. GNX might have been a little gangster, but all his music is conscious music. Can you put Kendrick in a conscious category? What? What are you talking about, Doug? Come on now.
I don't even
from the
like
Bay, he
no.
can.
I don't like the word conscious like means something different to everybody, right? I just think it's hip hop.
See, I told you he gonna put him in there.
I just think it's hip hop.
He love California and the Bay. He
I just
not
think
going
it's hip-hop, B.
against that, B.
When Ice Cube say today was a good day, is that conscious rap? It was just a good day, B.
This thing is crazy.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
I think
It was
I think
just
it
a
was
good
I
day.
think it was
I mean, but you can't say just because Ice Cube did one song, today was a good day, it's just rap. For that song, maybe yes, it was just rap. But for Ice Cube, in the grand scheme of things, he is a conscious rapper. You have to say that. He talks about things that make people think. He's a thought-provoking rapper. He's a conscious rapper. And that's it. Now, whether you want to say he's a conscious rapper that make you think about certain things that are political or social or whatever, yeah, but he definitely leans more towards conscious, even if he did a song called Today Was a Good Day. And to me, he did that on purpose because he probably had a bunch of songs. Well, he probably not probably, but he had a bunch of songs that people looked at from a political standpoint versus him doing that songs. I think he had to switch it up and just say, well, I ain't on that. Because that song is basically about him not really being, I mean, to be honest, it's just really about him avoiding everything and just saying it's a good day. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's weird that
When he said we gonna be all right, we gonna be all right. It's just a good day.
I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
Not the same argument. We gonna be all right is 100% a conscious record. 100%. 100%. I'm at the preacher's door. When me's getting weak, a gun might blow, but we gonna be all right. That's a 100% a conscious song, bro.
That in our culture, perfect example is because you said Kendrick Lamar. He throws a shot at Drake and Cole, and they say it's for the sport. But in reality,
That's not Big Sean. It look like him though. That look like him, but that's not him. Nah, he definitely don't talk like that. But let me run it back. I'm sorry.
weird that in our culture, perfect example is because you said Kendrick Lamar. He throws.
DJ Clue. That's DJ Clue. That's who that is. Yeah, that's DJ Clue. That's DJ Clue. Yeah, that's DJ Clue. He do like Big Sean though. That's DJ Clue. Yeah, the mixtape God right there. Mixtape God.
A shot at Drake and Cole, and they say it's for the sport. But in reality, what really is it?
Well, I mean, he threw a shot back.
I knew he was gonna say that too because they put their first shot out.
How is someone, as an artist, you always supposed to think you're the best? How is someone saying we the best? Like, oh, we this, we that? What's the matter with someone saying that?
Well, that's what Kendrick Lamar did on Control.
The Control.
And then Drake didn't like that, and he dissed him.
Allegedly.
No.
Nah, it's wrong songs, homeboy. Drake didn't do like that. And Control was years ago. This is after that. No. Kendrick Lamar declared that he wanted competition in Control. That was years ago. I will give you that. But Drake did. First Person Shooter had nothing to do with Control. That had nothing to do with Control. Like that was a response to First Person Shooter. That was a response. And then 7 Minute Drill was a response to Like That.
This is documented. He talking to
You
Elliot Wilson
Kendrick
about
friend,
this.
he Drake friend, so you gotta
I
understand.
never-
No. Listen,
I'm just joking.
I don't pick a side.
Listen,
I don't
I'm
pick
just
sides.
joking. I'm not joking. Yo, we can't
listen,
take a joke at
listen. When he put out the Control verse, Drake said that if it's a problem, let it be a problem then. You know what I'm saying? If somebody go say my name and they mention it, I shouldn't see you backstage and it's hee ha ha. He said, no, it's a killer sport. Like, let's do that. Then when he was about
And I think that was the wrong approach. I think that when Kendrick Lamar basically was saying in Control, and a lot of people, they get this twisted. Kendrick Lamar was looking for competition in the hip hop space back then. He wanted to switch it up. Everybody wasn't really doing nothing. He was like, look, I want to show y'all that I'm better than all y'all. I want to be the best, and I don't care. And he said it in the verse. I got love for you niggas, but y'all niggas, you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And he said all their names. My thing is, like, back then, Control to me opened up the door for them to compete. That's what it was. It wasn't like, oh man, I don't like you dudes. No, I'm just telling y'all that y'all out here playing around. I'm trying to be the best of all time. And I think that's what they're messing up at.
to go on the Etsy Awards or something like ESPY, he did a whole segment dissing him, but they took it out. That got back word. Like, if you heard somebody did a whole segment dissing you, like, oh, we ain't good. You know what I mean?
I ain't hear about that one.
Yeah,
Then
they
he
spoke
went
about
on
it
BT.
on-
Kendrick Lamar rapped in a cypher, say he tucking the soft pajama rapper back in his clothes or whatever. It's like a long history of these two going back,
back
and
and
forth.
forth,
It
You
is.
feel me? So
Okay, so I want to talk about that. There is an interview where Drake, I believe it's Drake, had an interview with ESPN, and they took the interview down. Also, the reason why Kendrick Lamar did the BT cipher and he said tuck a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes is because Drake went on Elliot Wilson and he went on Hot 97. He was Hot 97 with Andy Martinez, and he was talking crazy. And then he went on Ellie Wilson. He was talking like, oh, no one cares about that verse, blah, 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 blah. Can you tell me how that verse starts? Da, 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 da. Like, he was going crazy. Instead of him just saying, nah, it's a competition. Nah, me and him in it. We going to battle. We going to take this to the next level. I'm not going to criticize the man's work, even though it was like, oh, he just creates moments. That's what Drake said. Something like that. Let's keep going.
I like to look at the context.
But then I saw the video of Kendrick Lamar bigging up Drake, thanking him for taking him on tour and this, that, third. And
things change.
That's old. You ain't see that video. That's not a recent video. That video was before they even got into anything. Before they got into anything, that's a video. You know what I'm saying? And there's videos of Drake doing the same thing with Kendrick. This video's the same thing. So I don't understand that. You can't use that. Drake doing the same thing.
Nah. You never supposed to bite the hand that helped you feed you.
Well, helped you feed you, but it's not the one that just fed you.
That's one of the dumbest shit I ever heard coming from that. You never supposed to bite the hand that feeds you. Drake didn't feed Kendrick. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? They went on tour together. That was it. They went on tour. He took him on tour. That's it. So his whole career was made off the one tour. So forget the albums that he made. Forget all that. Just the tour. Like, come on, bro. You can admit that A$AP Rocky, if that's the case, then why A$AP Rocky career isn't like Kendrick's in? Why he's not where Kendrick's at? He went on tour with him too. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that paid you, but that don't mean you loyal to each person.
Listen, if my man right here, if he takes me, pulls me up, I'm never gonna shit on him.
Unless he shits on you, and you're like, damn, what was that about?
Who, he's from California, you don't understand?
No, I'm just
he's
listening.
not going against Kendrick.
Annoying. This dude right here, he's annoying. He's annoying, bro. He has tunnel vision, bro. He doesn't understand arguments. Like, the dude is making an argument saying like, okay, you help me, but what happens if you help me and then you shit on me? And he's like, no, you don't understand. He's from Cali. This dude's from Cali. They stick together. It's like, no, bro. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. Come on, you know better than that. Like, what we talking about here, bro?
I'm gonna call that man.
Yeah, I'm sure that there is opportunity for us to make amends, right? I believe in that. I believe in conflict resolution, right? Oh, there's also the sport aspect. Y'all mentioned my name in it. Well, shoot, I'm gonna throw shots back at y'all. You feel me? Then you disrespect my family. Damn. I guess I gotta disrespect you in however manner possible that I can kill you, right? Then it goes there. I think people forget the fact that Drake took it there first. You know what I mean?
With the wife thing?
Yeah, you disrespect.
Yeah, again, this is what I mean by people don't be, whenever it comes to Drake, they downplay everything. But when it comes to Kendrick, y'all know every facet of it, every microorganism, y'all know it. But when it comes to Drake, y'all downplay it. Oh, with the wife thing? Bro, the man said he beat his wife, bro. He beat his wife, and he said that Dave Free was his kid's father, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Knowing Kendrick's reputation, you okay with that being a stain on him? That he beats his wife? Like, what are we talking about? This is crazy.
My wife, you disrespect my children, you disrespect my family. Like, there's no more holds barred. After this, we let the hyenas loose. Now you getting diabolical with me. We could have just kept this on wax. So I just look at the whole thing. I like Drake. I listen to a lot of Drake stuff. You feel me? But the reality of it is, I just think that, I just think that Kendrick Lamar is a better king of hip hop and what the essence of hip hop is than Drake.
Why you say that?
Because Drake makes popular music that's more commercial. It's not represent the essence of Black America. You know what I'm saying? So
that's 100% facts. I don't understand how y'all don't see that. Y'all notice, I'm telling you, y'all only care about the numbers. That's it. That's all y'all care about. Y'all, whenever it comes to anybody, right? Don't get me wrong. Michael Jordan is my favorite basketball player of all time, right? Whenever it comes to argument with Michael Jordan, the first thing people say is, well, he got 6 rings, three-peats and 3-peats again, right? He's the greatest of all time. Whenever it comes, that's all they care about. They don't care about the actual stats and how he got there, whatever he did, the offense, the defense plays he made. the defensive player of the year. They don't care about none of that. They only care about he had won 6 championships. It's the same thing when it comes to Drake. They don't care about none of the music and how it sounds. They only care the fact that he has all these hits. That's all they care about. He has more hits than the Beatles. Be like, bro, like you missing a point. Like, come on, man.
Lamar represents the essence of Black America, right? The spirit of what we're going through right now. What we're going through a revolution right now. His music is in alignment with that, right? It speaks on the current topics and the trends of it. Drake doesn't address none of it at all. So he's not a good.
Not one time has he ever addressed anything. Not one time has Drake ever addressed the Black community. That should go to show you right there that he doesn't care about the Black community. Not one time has he ever spoke out against police brutality, anything. Not one time. Now, one time he spoke out about the young boys in Chicago doing killing each other. Now, one time he speak about the boys in Philly doing stuff to each other. Not one time. He didn't speak about none of that. I honestly believe borderline he okay with it because it's just a way for him to make money.
Steward of hip hop, Jay-Z would address it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's ever been at the top, Pac, Big, everybody is going to address what's going on in the world. Drake is the only rapper who's held that position and who stays silent on everything.
But he's more of a pop.
Exactly. So let that be pop then. I think it's fine you having a position. You feel me? I just think that when people say, well, you're the king of hip hop or rap, then it's going to make other people say, well, wait a minute. We don't think this represents us right now. So then you get a song not like us. You feel me? So I think it was a natural thing that was going to happen because when you've been around the world, the way they view us is based on whatever content that they have that they know about us from, right? They seen Obama.
I've been a lot of places and he's partially correct on that. I'm not going to say it. He's partially correct on that. I will say that certain countries that I have been to, they treat me like a king, like a real king. I'm talking like that's the skin color. Oh my God, you just don't understand. They treat me like a king. Now, there's some other countries that I've been to where they go off of what he's saying, the stereotypical American man, American Black man, aggressive, angry, talk loud, everybody's ghetto, whatever you want to call it. And there's some people are like that. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I've been in places where I've seen dudes who bring their ghetto-ness with them to another country. And they really be doing it. And I'll be like, bro, like you really want to be locked up. And America can't save you when they lock you up. They can't. You know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly what he's saying and what he's saying in that. But not like us. Not Like Us is such a perfect song to battle with. It basically kicked Drake out of hip hop. That's all it did was kick Drake out of hip hop. Hip hop, Drake is still pop hop, but he kicked Drake right out of hip hop and Not Like Us.
They say, okay, Black people presidential out there. But that's only like the 1% of what they view us from. Every TV just shows us as niggas. You know what I'm saying? All the music they listen to, we ratchet as hell out here. They don't know we got scientists and engineers and revolution and political. They don't know about.
That's not true. That's not true. The Black experience doesn't just stop at the TV when it comes to people in these other countries. And I think another thing too, I think a lot of people got to stop thinking that people in these other countries are stupid, bro. I think a lot of people make the people in these other countries look at like they're like robots or something, or they just like drones or something. Like that's definitely not true. I've been to countries where they know about Obama, they know about certain Black people that are just not rappers. They know about them. But truth be told, I mean, if they're not here, of course they're looking at the TV, but there are a lot of people who I know from other countries who do look into Black culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's not all the way true what he's saying. I get what he's saying as far as all they see is niggas on TV and they see all this stuff. But it's not just TV. You got to understand, people have Facebook in their hand. They have all these different social sites in their hand, and they can tap into anything that's the Black experience. Has nothing to do with. So I would even argue that social media is much bigger than television right now, because everybody has social media. And some people in these other countries, they don't even have TV. They watch their TV or they watch everything on their phone, everything. So I think what he's saying, what he's getting to, I understand. I agree with. Kendrick Lamar is a representation of what Black people are, a successful Black man who didn't compromise himself to get there. So I understand exactly what he's saying with that. And that's 100% facts.
All that. So when you get a Kendrick Lamar across the world, they say, wait a minute. While you have the biggest Super Bowl in the world, Donald Trump is there in attendance. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the world is watching. And instead of Black people looking subservient to just following along with what's going on and we looking weak, Kendrick Lamar stood up there and he represented that spirit of Black America. You know what I'm saying? That rebellious spirit that, no, we ain't gonna listen to Uncle Sam in the system. We got our own way of doing things. And that was the core of hip hop, why people would listen to it, because it was rebellious. You feel me? So now you got people in soccer stadiums and quinceañeras and Indian weddings and rock and roll. They are attracted to that same spirit, anti-establishment. So,
but that doesn't necessarily all attract to that same spirit. Some of them are using this because it's a viral moment, and a lot of them have their own way of their own culture. Not everybody has a rebellion spirit. There's countries where people are not trying to overthrow their government or have a rebellion spirit towards their government. That's not 100% true. But there are countries like that. Now, I would say that me personally, I don't think that countries look at Kendrick Lamar and say, well, I'm influenced by him to stand up against the system. I don't think that that's the case. That is a start, though, but I don't think it is the case with him, because I think they look at their own leaders for that and they go about it a different way. But I do believe that they recognize that we are different from what they display on television. And I think that that's a good thing. So I don't necessarily 100% agree with everything he's saying, but I do understand what he's saying, and I think that he's making a great point, though.
I think that it was a natural thing that was supposed to occur in hip hop, and it just took too long because everybody was eating off of it. So instead of a rapper saying what he really feel on a track, I'm gonna say what get me paid.
What do you think about? Because a lot of people were saying, like, you know, speaking of the Super Bowl with Kendrick, that he shouldn't have addressed the whole Drake thing. He should have made it more about him. So that's like the biggest platform. Why would you bring somebody else into your time to shine?
Because he said that Drake, when it's up, it's stuck. It's over. Again, people got to understand, man. What Drake did, Kendrick Lamar is going to stand on his corpse forever because of that. Because he told you over and over again. And I think a lot of us are not as militant as we believe that we are. And I believe that Kendrick Lamar is militant more than what we think he is, if that makes sense, right? So check it out. The reason why I say that is most of us feel bad for Drake now. We feel sorry for Drake. Now, this is the biggest artist in the world who has all these hits that everybody's saying he was undefeated. He can't be beat. There's no way he could lose. And then Kendrick Lamar comes along and puts his foot on his neck to the point where it's like, there's nothing he can do. And now you have people out here crying about Kendrick Lamar performing the biggest song, maybe the biggest song in hip hop history. Let's just be clear. Not Like Us is the biggest song in hip hop history, bro. 100%. The biggest song in hip hop history being performed, you know what I'm saying? Being performed. Now everybody feels a little bit bad for Drake now after we saying that he was a savage and he could never be beat. I think a lot of us are not as hard as we think we are. Pause. Not as hard as we think we are. But when it comes to Kendrick, he's definitely on that level that we are not ready for. And I think that that's why people have, because Kendrick didn't shy away from, he fully went into it. And I think a lot of people can't stand that. They can't stand, because they say, oh, how can he take this so serious? He taking it too serious. I can't believe that he's doing this. I think that's what it is when it comes to Kendrick.
I think it was strategy. First of all, he knew that people want it. You got to give the people what they want. Then you give people what they don't expect. It was still going to be about him regardless because he's the one on stage. We think about things from like a cultural standpoint of how we view it. When you somewhere in Mexico listening to that, you don't know the politics. You don't know nothing about Drake. You just heard Not Like Us and the other songs and you about to go listen to them. So for them, it's all about Kendrick. That don't make them to go listen to Drake's catalog. I think we context so much in our silos of how we view the world, but then that was a global stage. Indians don't know anything about the beef. They wasn't in that. They just know Kendrick Lamar was up there dancing. I want to dance like that and listen to that as well. So they go stream the records that he owned and have masters of. So he took an opportunity.
That's what he just said is the reason why I said earlier that these countries don't really look at certain people as to start a revolution with, oh yeah, this is a revolution song, because they don't really understand that. Most of them don't understand the politics of America. You know what I'm saying? They mostly look at these songs. They look at these songs or that song, and they like the sound of it. You know what I mean? Until some of them probably read their lyrics or whatever. But that's why I said what I said earlier.
I believe also from a capitalistic standpoint of how do I take this record and make it the biggest one on earth? You know what I mean? And have this aftershock effect after it's already went up. You feel me? So now everybody who wasn't on it is hopping on it right now. I think it was a blend of strategy. It was a blend of how do I make money and take records that I own and push this album up. It was a blend of how do I make something more meaningful instead of making this entertainment. How do I make people think as well? I think a lot went into that, and I think you got to appreciate the nuances no matter what side you fall on.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was great. That was great. Yeah, that was great, man. That was great. Some things I agree with, some things I disagree with, but for overall, the message he was saying that is definitely much bigger than what we think. You know what I'm saying? And people gotta understand, United States is gonna always be the United States. We're always gonna have history. We're always gonna have things where people disagree, people agree. It's never gonna be one side we all agree with. That's the reason why we have a two-party system and all that stuff. So it's always gonna be that case. I think that Kendrick Lamar, what he did at the Super Bowl, is going to affect people down the line. Maybe not now, but when people go back and watch it, they're gonna understand. He did something that I think is for the future. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So, but I don't see how people can compare Drake and Kendrick. I just don't. I think that's why that battle was so great to me, because they too different. Even though Drake raps, it's like a pop star versus a hip hop star, and hip hop wins. That's how it goes. Hip hop wins. Flawless victory. All right, man, I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.